Little People, Big World's Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler break up 2 years after engagement. Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel. USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Matt Roloff, patriarch of the Roloff family and longtime star of TLC's Little People, Big World, first met Caryn Chandler during her time as a longtime employee and manager at Roloff Farms. Their bond deepened after Matt's divorce from Amy Roloff in 2016, and by 2017, Matt and Caryn had gone public with their relationship. While many fans were initially skeptical, especially as Amy Roloff struggled with the transition into post-divorce life, Matt and Caryn gradually carved out a life together, traveling, managing farm business, and eventually announcing their engagement in August 2023. But behind the smiles and Instagram photos, not everything was as picture-perfect as it seemed. Though neither Matt nor Caryn had publicly hinted at trouble, eagle-eyed fans began noticing subtle changes in recent months. Caryn's social media presence had shifted: fewer photos with Matt, less farm-focused content, and a renewed emphasis on her independent ventures in Arizona. Matt, meanwhile, posted less frequently and avoided direct references to wedding planning. TLC viewers also noticed Caryn's decreased presence in the most recent seasons, speculating that she may have been distancing herself from the drama and scrutiny that came with being attached to the Roloff name. In May 2025, fans were left stunned when Caryn attended a family event without her engagement ring. The whispers of a possible split intensified. On July 29, 2025, a representative for Matt Roloff confirmed to People magazine that the couple had ended their engagement and would not be proceeding with marriage plans. Matt and Caryn have mutually decided to part ways. They remain committed to supporting each other as friends and wish one another the very best in their next chapters, the statement read. Shortly after, Caryn posted a heartfelt but cryptic message on her Instagram stories. "Sometimes love means letting go, even when it hurts. Grateful for the memories, but it's time to move forward." Matt, who has not yet issued a personal statement, simply shared a photo of Roloff Farms at sunset with the caption, "Seasons change. So do we." According to insiders close to the couple, the decision to split was not abrupt, but rather the result of growing apart and differing visions for the future. Caryn was never fully comfortable with the pressure of the farm or the show, one source shared. She wanted a life in Arizona, away from the cameras and the chaos. Matt, on the other hand, is deeply connected to the farm, and walking away from that wasn't in the cards for him. Another insider revealed that ongoing tensions within the Roloff family also played a role. It's hard when your relationship is constantly under scrutiny, especially when family feuds are involved. Caryn didn't want to be the villain, but at times she felt like one. The source added that wedding planning had come to a near halt earlier in the year. There were delays, disagreements on location, guest list, even whether or not the wedding should be televised. Eventually, they just stopped talking about it altogether. As news of the split spread across social media, Little People, Big World fans were quick to respond and opinions varied widely. On Reddit, one user wrote, "Honestly not shocked. They always seemed to have different priorities. Caryn wanted peace. Matt wanted control. It was never going to work long term." Others expressed sadness over the end of what they hoped would be a redemptive love story for Matt after his turbulent divorce. "I really liked them together," a fan commented on Facebook. "They seemed like they balanced each other out. It's sad to see another relationship not make it." Meanwhile, some speculated whether the breakup could reignite old flames or further complicate the already fragile Roloff family dynamics. "Imagine if Matt and Amy get closer again now that Caryn's out of the picture," one fan joked, though most quickly dismissed that as wishful thinking. TLC has not yet issued a statement regarding the breakup, but insiders claim that production teams are in a scramble to adjust ongoing filming plans. While the show's focus had shifted largely to Zach and Tori's family in recent seasons, Matt and Caryn's engagement had remained a side storyline, one many expected would culminate in a televised wedding special. Now, producers may pivot to explore how the breakup affects the broader Roloff family, particularly Matt's relationships with his children, many of whom have had strained interactions with both Matt and Caryn over the years. Some fans are even wondering whether the show can or should continue at all. With Zach and Tori announcing their own departure, and now Matt and Caryn ending their relationship, the Roloff saga is at a crossroads. Matt Roloff's connection to the land he built from the ground up has been a defining theme of LPBW for nearly 2 decades. But recent years have seen dramatic shifts: the failed family succession plan, the controversial farm listing, and now the end of his relationship with Caryn. Sources say Caryn's move to Arizona may now become permanent. The home Matt and Caryn were reportedly building together near her Arizona residence is now on pause indefinitely. Meanwhile, Matt continues to split time between Oregon and Arizona, though insiders say he's spending more and more time alone at the farm. Matt is fiercely independent, a friend noted. He'll be fine, but he's definitely grieving, as expected. Fans look to Amy Roloff, Matt's ex-wife, for a response. Amy, who has since remarried to Chris Merrick, took the high road. "I wish them both peace and healing," Amy said during a recent Instagram Live. "Breakups are hard, even more so when they happen in the public eye. I've been there." Fans praised Amy for her maturity and empathy, noting how far she's come since her own emotionally charged divorce from Matt. "She's really grown," one user commented. "This is the Amy I love seeing." Though the breakup is still fresh, Caryn Chandler is reportedly focusing on rebuilding her life in Arizona, surrounded by friends and family. She's hinted at diving deeper into personal projects, including wellness retreats and real estate ventures. Caryn wants to reclaim her identity, a source revealed. She doesn't want to just be Matt Roloff's fiancée. She's ready to be Caryn again. Already, her social media has reflected this shift: solo hiking photos, inspirational quotes, and plenty of sunsets. Fans have even noted a glow in her recent appearances. As for Matt, only time will tell. Known for his driven personality and refusal to slow down, Matt may throw himself deeper into farm projects, writing, or even new show concepts. "Matt's a dreamer," one longtime friend said. "He's been knocked down before, but he always finds a way to keep moving forward. He won't give up on love, but he may take some time to figure out what he really wants next." Some fans wonder whether Matt will eventually step away from the spotlight altogether. Others think the breakup could spark a major redemption arc on a new season of LPBW, if the show continues. With Zach and Tori stepping back from filming, Matt and Caryn splitting, and Amy and Chris carving out their own life, the Roloff family looks very different from when Little People, Big World began in 2006. The once tight-knit farmstead has become symbolic of changing family dynamics, a place of joy, conflict, growth, and now, heartbreak. Though the Roloff story may continue in new forms, one thing is certain: the family's journey, both on and off screen, continues to resonate with millions of fans. Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler's breakup marks the end of a chapter that many thought would conclude in wedding bells. Instead, it leaves behind questions about love, legacy, and life after reality TV. And the words of one longtime fan, "It's bittersweet. But maybe this is what growth looks like, letting go of what no longer fits and making room for something new." Whether this is the final goodbye or just another twist in the Little People, Big World saga, one thing is clear: the Roloff story is far from over. Little People, Big World's Matt Roloff and fiancée Caryn Chandler split, end engagement. The Little People, Big World, LPBW, fandom is reeling after shocking news rocked the Roloff family universe. Matt Roloff and his longtime partner, fiancée Caryn Chandler, have officially split and ended their engagement. The breakup comes 2 years after the couple announced their plans to marry, and amid years of speculation, scrutiny, and shifting family dynamics on and off the TLC reality series. This sudden end to one of LPBW's most prominent relationships has fans asking, what went wrong? From romantic beginnings to a controversial engagement and eventual split, here's an in-depth look at the rise and fall of Matt and Caryn's relationship. Caryn Chandler first entered the Roloff family narrative as an employee on Roloff Farms. She worked for over a decade managing farm operations and events, including the wildly popular pumpkin season. It was during her tenure there that she grew close to Matt Roloff, particularly after his 2015 divorce from ex-wife Amy Roloff. While Amy moved on with real estate agent Chris Merrick, Matt and Caryn went public with their relationship not long after the divorce was finalized. Their bond stirred mixed emotions among fans, especially as it became clear that Caryn had been working closely with the Roloff family for years before her romantic involvement with Matt began. Despite criticism, Matt and Caryn's relationship appeared to thrive. They traveled often, shared life updates with fans, and consistently appeared side by side both on Little People, Big World, and social media. In April 2023, after 6 years of dating, Matt finally popped the question. The engagement announcement was met with a flurry of reactions. Matt told fans, "After 6 wonderful years together, I asked Caryn to marry me, and she said yes." The moment was expected yet significant, especially since the couple had previously expressed hesitation about marriage. The engagement ring was a focal point for some LPBW episodes, and fans noticed how carefully Matt seemed to plan the moment. However, not everyone was thrilled. Some longtime viewers felt the proposal was overdue, while others speculated about Caryn's intentions. Critics labeled her a gold digger, a term many fans pushed back against. Regardless, the engagement marked a major milestone for the couple. While the couple seemed happy on the surface, eagle-eyed fans began noticing subtle changes that hinted at possible trouble in paradise, and 2024, Caryn Chandler moved to Arizona part-time, while Matt remained in Oregon to focus on Roloff farms. Though they framed this move as a mutual decision to enjoy both locations, the physical distance started raising eyebrows. Fans questioned how the couple would maintain a relationship from two separate states. Despite their engagement in 2023, there was little to no movement toward a wedding. No date was ever confirmed. In interviews, Matt often spoke vaguely about eventually tying the knot, while Caryn gave minimal updates. The delay only fueled speculation. T1 point. Caryn was reportedly overwhelmed by the idea of planning a wedding on Roloff farms, especially given the history with Amy. Sources close to the couple suggested that friction over wedding planning may have contributed to their eventual decision to part ways. In July 2025, Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler confirmed the rumors. Their engagement was off and their relationship had come to an end. After much thought, reflection, and several heartfelt conversations, we have decided to end our engagement and go our separate ways. This was not an easy decision, but we believe it's the best step for both of us moving forward. They added that they will continue to care for each other deeply and wish each other happiness. The statement emphasized that no single event caused the breakup, but rather a culmination of evolving priorities, communication issues, and the pressure of being in the public eye. The LPBW community immediately lit up with commentary. On Reddit, Instagram, and Facebook fan groups, emotions ran high. I really thought they were in it for the long haul. Sad to see another Roloff couple split. Honestly, I saw this coming when Caryn moved to Arizona. You can't build a marriage with one foot out the door. Meanwhile, critics reignited old debates about Caryn's motivations, though many fans came to her defense. One user wrote, "Whether you liked her or not, she stuck with Matt for years. That doesn't scream gold digger to me." Though the couple didn't air all their grievances publicly, multiple sources have hinted at deeper issues that likely contributed to the breakup. Caryn's increasing time in Arizona and reluctance to live full-time in Oregon put strain on the relationship. A source close to the couple stated, "Matt wanted her close by to build their future together on the farm, but Caryn always felt more at peace in Arizona. That distance became symbolic of where they were emotionally." Roloff Farms has long been a source of tension, not just with Caryn, but also within the entire family. Matt's deep involvement with the land, especially his refusal to sell to his children, led to estrangement from his sons and, allegedly, created tension in his relationship with Caryn as well. She may have grown tired of playing second fiddle to the farm, especially when it came time to make big life decisions. Being part of a reality TV legacy comes with intense pressure. Matt and Caryn were constantly under public scrutiny, something Caryn never signed up for. Over the years, she pulled back from appearing on LPBW, especially during its final season. Insiders say she felt increasingly uncomfortable being part of the Roloff drama. With their breakup, another chapter in the LPBW saga comes to a close. The show has chronicled the highs and lows of the Roloff family for over 20 years, and Matt and Caryn's relationship was a central storyline for much of the later seasons. Now, as fans digest the news, many wonder what's next for both of them individually, and whether either will remain in the public eye. At 63, Matt Roloff is entering a new phase of life. He remains devoted to Roloff Farms and has hinted at writing a memoir. The farm, while no longer the family gathering spot it once was, continues to operate during pumpkin season and other events. Some fans speculate that Matt may eventually pass the torch to a business partner or sell off more parcels of the property, especially now that his personal plans for building a dream house with Caryn have fallen apart. Will he date again? Friends say Matt is focusing on himself for now, spending time with his grandchildren and reflecting on the last few years. Whether another romance is in his future remains to be seen. Caryn, who has long split her time between Oregon and Arizona, is reportedly leaning toward making her Arizona residence permanent. She's kept a lower profile in recent months, but those close to her say she's finding joy in independence and spending time with her children and grandchildren. While she may not return to reality TV, fans are hopeful she'll share updates via social media. Caryn is also rumored to be exploring business opportunities in wellness and real estate, which could be a new chapter away from the farm. The Roloff family hasn't commented directly on the breakup, but fans are speculating about how Amy Roloff, Chris Merrick, and the Roloff kids feel about it. Amy, who has had a complex relationship with Caryn over the years, might feel vindicated or simply relieved that the family drama may finally quiet down. Zach and Jeremy Roloff have long been estranged from their father due to farm-related tensions. With Caryn out of the picture, some fans wonder if there's a chance at reconciliation. The end of Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler's engagement marks a turning point, not just for them, but for the legacy of Little People, Big World. Their romance, while filled with love and adventures, ultimately couldn't withstand the pressures of family dynamics, distance, and life in the spotlight. While it's sad to see their journey come to an end, both Matt and Caryn appear to be handling the split with grace and maturity. As fans, we can only wish them healing, happiness, and clarity in whatever paths they choose next. Little People, Big World's Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler break up. After years of shared memories, romance, and reality TV fame, Little People, Big World stars Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler have officially called off their engagement and ended their relationship. Fans of the TLC show were left stunned when news broke that the longtime couple had split, just 2 years after getting engaged and nearly 7 years of dating. Their relationship, once seen as a cornerstone of Matt's new chapter after his divorce from Amy Roloff, now finds itself the subject of speculation, heartbreak, and intense fan discussion. This article dives into the breakup between Matt and Caryn, what happened, what led up to it, and what's next for both LPBW stars. From relationship red flags and family drama to behind-the-scenes clues and official confirmation, here's a full breakdown of one of the most talked-about splits in the Little People, Big World universe. Matt Roloff first met Caryn Chandler during her time working as a manager on Roloff Farms. Their relationship began not long after Matt split from Amy Roloff in 2016. Though the romance received mixed reactions from fans, many of whom felt the transition was quick, it appeared Matt had found love again. Caryn quickly became a visible part of the Roloff family dynamic, frequently appearing on LPBW. While Amy Roloff moved on and eventually remarried Chris Merrick, Matt and Caryn also appeared to be building a future together. The couple enjoyed traveling, spending time in Arizona, and tackling farm projects. In 2023, Matt proposed to Caryn, and she said yes. It seemed like wedding bells were finally on the horizon. However, not everything was as picture-perfect as it seemed on camera. When Matt announced their engagement in spring 2023, fans and even some Roloff family members expressed mixed emotions. While many congratulated the couple, some longtime viewers remained skeptical about their compatibility. There had always been speculation around Caryn's intentions, especially as she went from employee to girlfriend to fiancée. Caryn, for her part, often appeared uncomfortable with the family drama that surrounded Roloff Farms, including the tension between Matt and his children, particularly Zach and Jeremy. She also clashed, albeit subtly, with Amy Roloff, Matt's ex-wife, on numerous occasions throughout the show. Even though plans for their wedding reportedly moved forward, there were visible signs of hesitation from both sides. At times, Caryn seemed reluctant to fully embrace the reality TV spotlight again, while Matt was consumed with farm projects and business endeavors. Over the past year, fans started noticing subtle signs that Matt and Caryn's relationship was shifting. On social media, the couple began appearing together less frequently. Caryn stopped sharing photos from Roloff Farms and instead focused more on her life in Arizona. During recent seasons of Little People, Big World, their interactions appeared increasingly formal. Viewers pointed out that the emotional connection between the two seemed to have cooled. There were fewer affectionate moments and more tension in conversations, especially when it came to long-term planning like building their dream home or setting a wedding date.